Hello there, and we are live. See, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another episode of the Arsenal Vault Show. Yeah, of course, this show will talk about the upcoming matches for Arsenal. We'll look deep into one or two issues that have been that has been going round. The Arsenal, fan base, and we just chop things up. But of course, yeah, this show is it's never complete. Yeah, with my other half, my other brother, the second half of the vault, no other person than Josh True Gunner. Josh True Gunner is welcome back to the show on my channel. And of course, we do have this show on his channel too. Of course, we do it bilaterally. So it's just good to be here. Good to be back with my brother. I've missed him, but of course we don't need no baby oils down here. No Diddy. I just miss him in a good way. See ya, guys. Welcome back, Josh True. Get into the show, man. Josh, po.
Po po
Welcome back, man. How
po.
you doing? Talk to these
Yes.
people, bro. Talk to them, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's good to be back with you talking Arsenal, bro, as always. And just not just in Arsenal, but in general, bro. I said before, we have good connection. We've known each other for a while now. This show always
Yeah.
pops off. So yeah, I mean, as you said, no Diddy, but yeah, I've missed being back on here, bro. Yeah, and it's good to be back. I know we've got quite a bit to talk about today, but
A
honestly,
lot,
very
bro.
happy to
A
be
lot.
back, bro. But thank you so much for having me on
Mm-hmm.
as always, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, Josh, man. And Josh, you've been going through some little rebranding of your own too. I've seen that you've rebranded some of your logos and some of your stuff, man. That's good. I know we'll talk about it later on the show. But of course, Josh, lots of things to talk about. We have Leicester in the weekend. The Premier League teams are ratting on Arsenal to the PG mode, talking to them about the dark arts and Arsenal. See, that's where we would actually start. I also have a flagship topic called Rodri injured, down and out. We'll be talking about that and its relation or the consequences of this to the title and what it gives Arsenal, the chance it presents for Arsenal. We have to talk about that. And again, PSG looms in the Champions League. We'll be looking at everything this night. Guys, don't go away. Big up to Saxy Gunner. It says Joshy on TCG TV. Yeah, big up Saxy Gunner, man. Moss, when are you going to come to my channel? When are you going to come down here and have a chat with us?
Mm.
You don't need an invite, right? Samuel Mead, big up to you, man. And mind you, Saxy Gunner is my Canadian brother. Big up to him. He
Big
loves
up,
Arsenal.
Moss.
He plays football. Big up Moss. Respect him. Sometimes me and him have opposing views, but I've started to see a little bit of light in what he has been saying about Martin Odegaard. His down is injured, and I can see what it means to Arsenal with scrambling for creativity in the middle of the
Mm.
park. And John Moss have actually been telling me about Martin Odegaard and his usefulness to this team, but I chose not to believe that. But right now, I'm sensing that. But again, that's a topic we'll talk about later on. Right now, the dark arts. Josh, I want you to talk about this, man. Come on, man. Let's look at this, man. To the
Yeah,
PG Mall. They've ratted to the PG Mall, telling them that Arsenal are specialists in the dark arts, and they're complaining and whining and talking at the back and man, what do you think? Drew Gunner's Games is down here. He's rebranded his
big up,
channel.
Drew,
It's
man.
called Drew Gunner's Games. Big ups. See, man, we love Drew Gunners down here. No Diddy. We love that brother, man. Big ups to you, Drew Gunners, man. How you doing? Hope you're okay, man. Big ups. And how's your daughter? Hope she's fine, man. Big ups to Drew. Big up to Saskia Gunner. Big ups to Mr. Mid. And of course, Josh, take it away. Six teams, yeah. Six teams, yeah. I've ratted to the Arsenal PG, to the PG Mall about Arsenal and the use of the dark arts. I mean, what is this? I'll allow you to talk about this first before I,
Mm.
latch on to that ratting by this Premiership teams.
Yeah, bro. At the end of the day, they're all rattled, Tony. That's the thing. They're literally all
Mm,
rattled at the end of the day, And it's been like this. It's been a common theme, really, over the years with Arsenal, in terms of getting quite a lot of hate for the way we do things. Not just like with Premier League clubs in general, but when you listen to like the big journalists on Sky, when people pay for Sky and you get all these pundits talking on there, whatever you watch on there, guys, there's always sort of like this thing. Um, I'll call it
mm,
sort of like an agenda against Arsenal. And you know when we was in the dark, like the banter days, everyone was bantering us, calling us banter FC, and all
yeah.
this. I feel like the reason for me, and just my opinion, they're all rattled because at the end
Mm,
of the day, we're actually improved a lot compared back to then, and
mm,
they don't like the fact that we're now a much better side. Yes, I know. We need to go and win major, get over the line and win major honors now, and that's clear. But I just
yeah.
think with that team now, and they didn't like the fact that we went to away at Etihad and we actually did something there. Like yeah, we didn't get the win, but the way how we sort of played in terms of down considering the circumstances down to 10 men, to go to City, who we know dominated the league year in year out now, and we've just fell short of them. We went there and for once we actually put up a very very good fight. So at the end of the day, I just think they're all rattled because they've seen this Arsenal side improve year in year out.
See, Josh, yeah. But again, I have a problem with this, yeah. Arsenal isn't the one with the best of players in the team. Arsenal have been going without a striker. I mean, we don't have the luxury of getting the big time strikers. We don't have the luxury of getting the big time midfielders in the world. How about that? Arsenal isn't winning trophies here and there. We're not like Manchester City, who, who went on that three-peat, who won the Champions League, who are repeated winners of the Premier League season in, season out. Why are these teams here so rattled about Arsenal that isn't winning anything? I know we've improved. Of course, you've said that. I know we have improved over time. Yeah, with you
Yeah.
know, we're kind of like challenging down there. We've built a team that's an envy, that's the envy of the Premier League, if I should say. I mean, if you look at our defense, I, I mean, that's the. If you ask me, yeah, that's the best defense in the world. If you ask me, that partnership. I'm not talking
Mm.
of two of them individually. I'm talking about those two side by side. That pairing, they're the best in the world right now. Last season proved it. This season, it just kicked up the gear this season, yeah. But again, throw that away. We're not winning trophies. Yeah, we're improving. Why are these teams, yeah? Why are they after us? Because the team that is actually winning these trophies, yeah, is Manchester
Man
City, yeah.
City, yeah.
Even Manchester United is more successful than Arsenal in the last 4 or 5 seasons. So
Mm.
why the big eye on Arsenal? Why the jealousy? Why the envy? Why the ratting to the PG more? Why the hate on Arsenal? I
Mm.
mean, if I'm hating on someone, it has to be someone that is really up there and is really winning and doing quite well.
Has to
But
be City,
Arsenal
doesn't
isn't
it? End of
winning.
the day,
We're not winning anything. Man City is the one scooping up the
yeah,
whole cups.
exactly.
The eye should be on them.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
is the ratting on Arsenal? Why us? We're without the trophies. Why us?
Yeah, this is a thing at the end of the day. I mean, logically, you look at it and you'd be going for someone like Manchester City. Considering what they've been doing the past couple of seasons, and even themselves, we know, like with the whole allegations going around them, surely they'll be going for Man City. But I just said this before, like I generally think we're one of the most hated clubs in the Premier League, Tony. I think that's obvious. I think that's clearly
It's
obvious. At
obvious.
the end of the day, we're one of the most hated clubs in the Premier League. I think it's been like
Mm,
that for quite a while. We can
mm,
never sort of win in in these situations really. So listen, they'll rout at the end of
yeah.
the day. Um, at the end of the day, let them be rattled because hopefully we go and win some trophies this season and we can really shut these teams up at the end of the day.
Definitely, man. That's hopefully. And of course, when you're talking about the dark arts, yeah, we have a special entity that's looking at Arsenal the other way, and that's the refs. Yeah. Do you think they're looking at this? Do you think the PG more? Yeah. Do you think they're looking at this stuff? Yeah, and looking at this complaint? Yeah, from six Premiership teams and saying, you know what? Yeah, we do think Arsenal practice the dark arts. We will be hard on them. We will call it. We will issue them red cards and yellow cards whenever we feel like. Do you think when the PG More hears these things, yeah, about what the six teams are saying about Arsenal and the use of the dark arts, do you think they will definitely make it more harder for Arsenal to win games? Do you think it affects the gameplay? Do you think it affects the use of the red, yellow cards? Do you think they're just going to have a party? Uh,
Mm,
Picking out Arsenal players and dishing out yellow cards and red cards each time we play? Because of course we're seeing how hated we are right now with these teams specifying this dark art thing. And we've already seen how the whole referees are treating us. I mean, just look at that Man City matchup, man. Come on, man. The hate is
mm.
real. Even against Wolves, you saw what was happening. The
Yeah, yeah.
trickery. Yeah. Slapping Gabriel issues somewhere that we all know where. Yeah. Choking Kai Havertz on the neck. I mean, every bad thing in the book has happened to Arsenal. But yet these teams are looking at us as the bad guys. Yeah. Do you think this will kind of like reflect in the way these games are being officiated? Talking of the PG Mall itself
Mm.
and the referees themselves.
Well, listen, we know it certainly shouldn't, but what we've seen already, even before all this talk, Tony, right? As you just mentioned
Mm,
there, you gave some perfect examples of Arsenal and these referees at the end of the day. I mean, we go back to the Trossard one. Maybe it should look. It's silly from Trossard in the Man City game, but Doku did the exact same thing, and he got nothing for it. People, it's the same thing as you said it perfectly in the Wolves game, yeah, with that Colombian guy who grabbing
mm,
Jesus by the neck, touching him up, and all this. Like at the end of the day,
yeah,
it's the same with Brighton with Declan Rice. It's silly, but where's the same
yeah,
consistency? Where's the same energy for someone like Joao Pedro at the end of the day? So yeah, look, I think, and it's not just this season, but we saw it
mm,
multiple times last season with these referees, and we saw it with Arsenal being hard done by. I think we've got to also look at it this way though. Like, I don't usually look at the referees in terms of yes, they do of course play a part, and yes, you can look at that, but at the same time, I wouldn't put it all on referees. I look at the bigger picture. I look at what we could have done in certain games. I look at the performance
yeah.
overall, and not define it on just the referee decisions. But I definitely think it shouldn't be happening. But no doubt, this will continue this season because it has been doing this for the past couple of seasons with Arsenal. So yeah.
Yeah. See, man, this is a very difficult one. If Premiership teams, yeah, are looking at us and calling us the bad guys and ratting at us, to the PG more, I think it spells doom for Arsenal because already these refs they don't like us. At every instant, at every
Yeah.
excuse they want to red card us. At every instant they want to yellow card us and put us under pressure. I mean, I can count how many times Declan Rice have gotten a yellow card this season, man. See, the numbers keep piling up, and I mean, those Trossard two yellow cards, man, laughable. The second one, come on, man, what are we talking about? You're talking about yellow carding a player who actually passed the ball into open space for Gabriel Martinelli to get the ball. Come on, man. What are we talking about? The PG Mall is saying that that was at least at the start of that, at the start of the rumblings of what happened in that Manchester City game. They were saying, oh, it was for the tackle. Later on, the referee is talking about, oh, it was he kicked the ball away. The inconsistencies with what is going on in the league and with what this Premiership teams are saying, bro. Those are recipes, yeah, for disaster. I really just hope that Arsenal will be more, will be more careful with this, go into games, beat them up properly so that there's no way that these referees can be able to just insert their dominance and try to truncate our movement. I really do think Arsenal should be, we should be very, very watchful. Mostly with all
Mm,
these little mistakes about kicking the ball away. I
yeah.
know we're culpable of that, yeah, breaking play and all that stuff. Look at Doku. Even if Doku did that clearly, but at least he did that in a more professional way. Arsenal, even if this Premiership teams, yeah, are saying that Arsenal are kings of the dark arts, I don't really think Arsenal have really perfected the dark arts. I mean, we're not even really kicking the ball professionally away, because every time we kick the ball away and
Mm,
breaking up play, this refs are on our necks. They're breathing down our necks. They're giving us yellow cards. We've not perfected that art yet. So I'm really thinking that it's either a lie or I do see strands of dark art in it, but I don't think we've perfected the art of dark art just yet, per se. I don't
mm,
think so. Or maybe the dark art is also part of how we defend. Okay, I could accept that, but I don't really think that the trickery is there. How many times are our players go down all the time? I don't see it all the time. It's always measured. It's not like they get down far too easily
true.
against Wolves. They didn't do that. Against Man City, yeah, I could say, okay, good. But City do all these things too. Haaland shoves at players too.
Yeah,
So,
he does. He does at the
I
end of the
think the
day.
dark art is on every ground.
Guys, by the way, am I lagging or is it Tony? Because I feel like I'm lagging. Like Tony's breaking up every single five couple of seconds. So I don't know if it's me or if it's Tony. I'm not entirely sure. Is it Tony? Yeah, it's froze, isn't he? For once, it's not
Yeah,
me,
of course.
guys.
I think it's me, man. I think it's me.
No, 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 no. You're good now. You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
for
You're good.
once it's yeah, for once it's not you, man. See ya, Rodri. See, let's get into the next topic, yeah. Rodri out throughout the season, man.
Yeah. Yo, guys, is it? I can't hear a word he's saying. No, I can't hear a word he's saying, people. Yeah. StreamYard out, guys. I'm telling you. It's so StreamYard. I have the same issues, to be fair. Yeah, you're muted, bro. Like I can't hear words. Come back in and come back out. See if it works, bro.
Sure, sure. I think I'm back.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah. I can
back,
hear you now. I can
right?
hear you now. I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah. You're good.
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. I think StreamYard has been messing up, man. I don't know. But see, yeah, let's throw away this dark arts thing. Yeah. Let's see against Leicester City if Arsenal is going to practice any dark arts. But you know what? Yeah. If the dark arts is about defending and defending your box, yeah, without allowing this intruders score against us, I'm totally up for it. If that's what they call dark arts, then I'm ready for it. I know it's part of it, but
Thanks.
I'm loving this whole dark art thing. thing. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Rodri out of the season. What do you think, Josh? I'll allow you start on that, man. And I'm happy, man. I'm wetting my lips and rubbing my fingers. I'm loving this. I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
out, down and out. Thank you, Kai Havertz, yeah, for putting that tackle on his knee. I want him down and out. And I also want more
Mm.
Manchester City players to be out of the season. I don't care. I need the title. I need the. Do you have that same passion with me, Josh?
I do, because at the end of the day, right? I'm sure City fans weren't, saying the same thing when we got Timber ACL injured, like, when when we signed him at the start of the season. I'm sure they weren't, saying, "Oh, feeling all sorry for us." Of course they weren't. It's the same with when Odegaard twisted his ankle. Were they feeling sorry
Oh,
for Arsenal?
poor
No, they weren't.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Oh, poor
no, come on,
Arsenal.
man.
They have
At the end of the day,
injuries.
yeah,
Oh, poor
yeah,
Arsenal.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
nah.
Exactly, man. So there's no same energy there whatsoever. I'm in the same. I've got the same energy as you, Tony. With this, at the end of the day, listen, Rodri is probably arguably one of their most important players, which makes it a massive, massive miss for them, as we know. I think other than Haaland, De Bruyne, and Rodri, sorry, other than those other two, I think he's one of their most important players. So the fact that he's out for the whole season is absolutely massive. But it also gives us the opportunity now. It gives us the opportunity, and it gives
Mm,
us a bit of added pressure now to actually go and win this Premier League title this season at the end of the day. Because now one of their
mm,
key players is out. So at the end of the day, I mean, he had it coming. I mean, you saw what he tried doing in the first 10 seconds. Yeah, and when he got injured, it was he did this try and do the same thing with Thomas Partey, which he tried to do with Havertz in the day. We know he's a shit house type of player, but at the end of the day, right, he had it coming. So listen, like, I'm not feeling sorry for no Rodri or at all, and yeah, okay, ACL is a bad injury, and don't get it twisted, it is, we've experienced it ourselves, sorry, with our Arsenal players, and it's a horrible injury to have. But at the end of the day, there's no energy when Man City fans were saying, "Oh, get well soon to Odegaard because he twisted his ankle. Get well soon to Timber." And there's none of that. So at the end of the day, right? This gives us a big opportunity now to go and win this Premier League title because they're one of their main players is out. Having said that, this Man City is not Rodri FC people. They're still Man City. They've still got a clinical goal scorer up front in Erling Haaland. And I know KDB's out for this next game, but they still got KDB in there. They got Savio on the wins,
yeah.
Doku on the wins. They've got Pep Guardiola as a manager. He'll find a way, even if that's going in January and spending some money on a Zubimendi or whatever players they've been linked
Mm,
with. So they're going to still get replacement for Rodri in for the time being, and they'll have the depth there, even if it's going to January and getting someone in. But at the end of the day, right, it's an absolute massive blow for them because I think you saw the way last season when they had without Rodri, they struggled a bit.
yeah.
In quite a few
Yeah.
games, they really did struggle. And they went on a bit of a bad sort
Yeah.
of run without Rodri. So
Hmm.
I think he really
Hmm.
is one of their key players, and for him to be out with an ACL injury is absolutely massive for us. We have to take the opportunity. We have to capitalize on
Massive,
this
man.
right now.
Massive.
He's at the end of the day, it's the whole season effectively. He's out for the whole season. So this is
Oh,
it.
I
There's
love
no
it.
more excuses, people. Yeah. There's no more excuses anymore. We have to go win this Premier League title this season. It's simple as that. One of their key players is out. Yeah, unfortunate for them. Cool,
Mm,
but it's a big opportunity for Arsenal now. Let's go and win this Premier League title. So, at the end of the day, I think that him being out is massive. I think will they struggle? I think a bit, considering I'm going off what I saw last season with them. However, they will also just remember, keep in mind, guys, it's not Rodri FC. They'll get players in as well in January if they have to improve their squad. So this is a big opportunity now for Arsenal to capitalize on it. Really.
see, Josh, yeah, of course, when you talk about this January, yeah, see, Arsenal can go, see, yeah, Arsenal can actually go on, yeah, to win the title even before January. See, bro, I'm not saying that. See, guys, yeah, I'm not really saying that Arsenal is just gonna win the title before January 12th. But I'm saying we could just put the groundwork right now and wait till they go buy a player and bring that player in, because I'm very sure Man City is going to lose some couple of games before January. Arsenal have a chance right now to actually gazump this league. This league is meant for us. There is no difference with what happens here right now and what is going to happen in January if Arsenal put in the work right now, win all their games till January. So whoever they go bring in down there wouldn't be another Rodri. That would be a Shadwell of Rodri. It can't be the same effect with Rodri. And mind you, Phil Foden is not the same. Grealish looking down, he wants to drink more beers. Haaland is the only one that can push that team. Okay, Carl Walker is not the same. I mean, that team, yeah, they're having a relapse. They're really having a relapse. We need to understand this. And with
Mm.
Rodri out of the season, yeah, I, I don't really think that they will wrap their heads around that because that's a big, 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 massive blow to Manchester City. Whether we like it or not, it's a big one. In fact, I equate, I equate not having Rodri to Arsenal not having creative spark and not having a
Yeah.
striker. That's how big and how huge. That's how big and how huge Rodri is. Who's the guy that protects their back four? It's Rodri. Who's that guy that stops and breaks up transitions when players are coming? When the opposition is coming in into that, breaking play, moving in transitions to move into that Manchester City box. It's Rodri who takes it
Yeah.
upon himself to just move in. He finds those pocket spaces, passing the ball while going box to box. It's Rodri who stays outside the 18-yard box and takes shots from outside the 18-yard box for Manchester City.
It's
It's
Rodri.
Rodri.
Yeah.
He's that dangerous. Who do you think they would go bring in January that will replace all these things? Rodri is everywhere. He pops off everywhere. He's in the 18-yard box. He's in the final third. He's doing defensive duties. He's in several places at several times. He's everywhere. He's the guy. He is Manchester City. He's a winner. He proved it in Spain. He proved it in Manchester City. He is the guy. He's the guy to beat. Right now, that is down and now. There's a big advantage for Arsenal to take over and win these games. Because you know what? Yeah, I think with Rodri in that Manchester City team, yeah, I think City hasn't lost. They haven't lost, yeah. I
No, they
think in
haven't.
about 48 games.
Yeah.
I can't
They've got a
remember
crazy
48
record.
or
Yeah.
50 games. Bro, very mad, crazy record, yeah. But I mean, all the times he hasn't played, they've looked shaky. But in the middle and but at the back. And mind you, these guys still don't have a fit Kevin. The Bruyne was totally thrown that out the bag. So we have two of the big wigs not looking good. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne
Yeah.
not looking good. Rodri out of the season. Jack Grealish not the same. He needs more beers. I mean, the only fit person, yeah, that's down there that can cause any harm to our title hopes is Helen Ireland. Of
It's
course,
Haaland.
Gondwan is
Yeah.
back. Gondwan is back. But again, Gondwan can't do it alone. He need killers around him. And if he don't have the same killers that he is always smiled with, last season, last 2 seasons, last 3 seasons, won the Champions League with Manchester City. If he doesn't have the same players all around him like Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri, I mean, it's broken. This is it. Josh, are you with me in this or am I speaking nonsense?
You're speaking
Are you
facts
with
as
me?
always, bro. Yeah, no, you're speaking
Bro,
facts as always. I'm with you, bro, at the end of the day. And even if they go, and as you said, like Rodri, we know it's, equivalent to Arsenal losing someone like a Saka or losing someone like an Odegaard for the season. That is how
mm,
big of it, that's how big of a factor it is at the end of the day. And even in terms of if they
mhm,
go and get a replacement in, because Rodri's such, and I know we don't, he's a bit of a shit house as a player, but, in terms of his ability, everything he brings to Man City. I said it before. He's one of their most important players. Yeah, up there with a
yeah.
Haaland, up there with a KDB at the end of the
Bargav.
day. So even if they go and get a Zubimendi or whoever it will be in January, they're not going to be on the
Mm,
same level as Rodri. I don't see whoever
yeah.
they're getting in January to come in and be that Rodri. I don't think there's a replacement, an ideal right now, an ideal replacement out there for Rodri because he is out up there one of the best midfielders in Europe, in my
Bro, he's the
opinion.
best. Is the best midfielder in the world. There's no,
Yeah, okay, in the world,
there's
yeah.
no case. There's no case about that. But again, where I have a problem with, shout out to Bargav, yeah, that's my guy, that's my brother. He's down here. Big up to you, Bargav. Me and Bargav will be having the watch along on Saturday. But yet again, when we come back after that on Saturday, I'll be having my biggest friend in this game, yeah. No other person than Oregon Gunner. Oregon Gunner,
Come on
see this
now.
guy stood by me, yeah, through thick and thin. He's my brother. I love this brother. See, yeah, guys, of course, no Diddy, yeah, no baby oil around here, but yeah, big ups to Oregon Gunner, man. That's my brother. Po, he says. The Sasuke Gunner is still down here. My Canadian brother is down here. He says, KDB hurts us. He may be in and out all season. Savio looks good. Yeah, Savio looks good, but don't forget, he's just getting his baptism into Premier League. Injuries can come at any time. And seriously, I want injuries on any player, that will harm us. So, this is first season. He will soon be welcome to this league. Just wait, Safi, don't worry, man. But see, Josh, yeah, I'm completely shameless about this Rodri thing. I want him out. When I saw that this guy, yeah, was having those niggly, injuries from the start of the season, yeah, I, I was happy. This is what I want. I want one or two of the players to just get injured, and then let's see. Because when Arsenal had this, when Timber went out with an ACL injury, these guys were laughing. These guys were,
Exactly,
they were
bro.
having fun. Big up to my Yeah, big up to my young friend. This is my young friend from Finland, Oderman. Big ups, Oderman. How are you doing, man? Big up to you, Oderman. Oderman, we love you down here, man. Hope you're doing great. How's your dad? Hope everything is going fine with you, man. Get to see you, Oderman, man. Of course, Oregon Guinea is still down here. Josh, you wanted to say something before I stopped you, man?
No, facts. Yeah, bro. Listen, like there was none of this energy. Oh, let's feel sorry for Arsenal because Timber's out for the whole season. Exactly, bro. They was laughing at us. They're taking the piss out of us in the day, Tony, bro. Yeah, they were not sitting here, twerking or sort of sitting there saying, "Oh, what a shame," and saying,
Oh,
just feeling
oh,
sorry for Arsenal. Yeah,
oh,
feeling sorry for
sorry,
Arsenal at the
Arsenal.
end of the day.
We pitied them.
Yeah,
No, no, no one pitied us. They all pissed at us. They hate us. They were laughing at us, and they took turns in laughing at us and our situation. So why should any Arsenal fan right now? Because I'm seeing some Arsenal fans saying that, oh, Rodri's out. Even if Arsenal win the title, it won't be like beating Manchester City to the title when they have the best. And I'm like, oh my god, are these guys Arsenal fans? Are these guys
mm,
crazy? Are these guys
mm,
normal? Who the hell wants Rodri in that Man City team as an Arsenal
mm,
fan?
mm,
Man, bro, I don't understand this because I'm seeing some Arsenal fans taking pity to them. I say, oh, Rodri, bro, man, bro, I can't believe what I'm hearing from these guys. Uh, they're actually pitying uh, these guys that have won the trophies countless of times. They don't want Arsenal to win any trophy, and you're an Arsenal fan. Are these guys all right? Are they okay? Josh, I
yeah.
mean,
It's
this is a big chance for Arsenal to win the trophy. And Arsenal
massive.
fans are like crying for Man City. What is this? I
Mm.
want him
Yeah,
out. I want
of
him out.
course,
Like,
bro. Of
are
course.
we classless for wanting that? Are we classless?
Shameless setting, slowly. Shameless. No, no, but no. Honestly, like real talk, right? Like, at the end of the day, I get the injury,
Are
ACL
we
injury. It's bad
classless,
on any
bro?
other player. Yeah, I understand it's bad. Getting an ACL is horrific. Yeah, we've seen it with our own players. Yeah, it's horrible, and the way you got to come back from it as well is can be very tough. Like, I understand that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, let's keep the same energy what they kept with us when we had our players out injured at the end of the day. Yeah, there's no need to start sucking them off and feeling sorry for them because Rodri is out
Yeah,
injured, right? And as you said, this is a massive opportunity now. It's a massive opportunity for Arsenal Football Club to go and win this Premier League title. Yeah, But you know, the finish, you'll get people saying this will be. I guarantee, if we end up going win the if we go and win the Premier League title this season, Tony, you know what the excuse will be?
Mm,
Oh, it's because Man City now didn't have Rodri. That's the way how they'll spin it to
mm,
us, man. But at the end of the
yeah,
day, you know, at the end of the day, let them, you know, say all that, man. If we win the Premier League title at this end of the season, I could not care less. At the end of the day, yes, Rodri's a massive miss for Manchester City, but this should be the pressure now for Arsenal. A bit more pressure on us, yes, to go and deliver this Premier League title at the end of the day. But yeah, honestly, we should be keeping the same energy as Arsenal fans, in my opinion, that they kept with us when we had Timber out. Yeah, you know, exactly that. So yeah, man.
yeah. Big ups to Baggett. Yeah, he gives us $5, man. He gets a po. He's also my brother too. Po. Big up to you, Baggett, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for the $5, man. He says Leicester need to get Kane same way Bolton did. No excuses, only goals. PSG fight mandatory. Of course, I'll be down here with Baggett. Champions League night. I'm not gonna miss that night for anything. Me, Baggett, one-on-one, and we're going to be talking about the Champions League and give you that watch along. Of course, Baggett comes back here tomorrow. Me and him have a watch along for the matchup tomorrow against Leicester City. But we'll keep that. We'll get to that topic of Leicester quite later on. But Josh, man, did you see in that matchup against Man City? Did you see how rattled Man City look? I mean, the coach is rattled. Their players are rattled. I mean, Man City are genuinely looking at Arsenal like they hate us. I mean, this is the birth of something different. I'm seeing that
Mm.
this rivalry with Manchester City
It is a
might
rivalry now,
it
isn't it?
might brew into something bigger. It is a rivalry. And you know what, yeah? This rivalry might be it has the propensity and the capacity to be more bigger than what Manchester United and Arsenal dished out in the 90s and the early 2000s. I'm not saying it's gotten to that, but it has the capacity and propensity. Did you see the hate amongst each other in that game? They genuinely hate each other. Every tackle against every player is filled with intent and with hate and with venom. Like they literally don't want to look at each other. There's no hugs. No one is hugging each other at the end of the game. No one is kissing each other. No one is having a friendly shake.
Mm.
Everyone genuinely hates each other. I mean, I've seen lots of games here where many players just hug each other and give a friendly shake. And, bro, I'm not seeing any of that. I'm seeing players who genuinely hate themselves. I'm seeing Erling Haaland, who's after a goal, after an equalizer, is taking the ball and throwing it on the head of Gabriel. Yeah, I'm seeing Kai Havertz sticking the boot to Rodri's knee. I'm seeing Thomas Partey shoving and kicking Rodri, in the knee, tackling him by the ACL. I mean, see, yeah, I mean, there's genuine hate and genuine, anger amongst these players. Do you think this rivalry we're now having and starting up and brewing with Manchester City, do you think it's something that's going to brew to that crescendo that it's going to be much bigger than what we
Mm.
had in the 90s and the 2000s in that Manchester United Arsenal rivalry? Or do you think that one can't be touched? Is the rivalry that would beat any other rivalry? Uh, uh, you know,
I
what's your thoughts on that before we get to Leicester City?
Yeah, I look that Arsenal Man United Arsenal rivalry back in back in those days was insane. I don't think it will. I mean, I don't think it will be up to that standard if I'm being real with it. But this is the way. Honestly, I don't mind it. This rivalry, like it's becoming a rivalry. This is the way it should be. You know, we've been competing with them for the past couple seasons now, and we're going to hopefully continue to do that. So yeah, this should be a rivalry. I don't mind it honestly, and I think I mean, you saw the way how Pep was kicking the absolute shit out of that chair, mate. You know when they conceded. Yeah, and as you said,
He was kicking his fits.
in
It
the
was
game,
rattled. Exactly.
he
It
was
was
rattled. Yeah,
rattled.
they were rattled. They were rattled.
Bro, I've never seen him rattled like that. I've never seen him kick the chair in disgust
Yeah,
like that. I mean, I've seen him, do some, some crazy shit, yeah, but not to the extent of kicking that shit with that much venom, that much.
Yeah.
Bro, he was angry, man. I could literally see, I could see his eyes nearly pop out from the sockets, man. It was angry.
Mm.
The players are
He
angry. The
was.
Haaland is pissed off. Rodri's crying. I mean,
Mate, you saw
Carl
after the game,
Walker
Tony. Look at
is,
after the game with
is
with
talking
with
to the
Haaland.
referee. Everyone is angry. I love it. Exactly. I love it.
Same, yeah.
I love it.
Look, Tony, like the end
I
of the
love it.
game,
I
right?
want to see them
The end of the
rattled.
game
I want to
when
see them angry. I want to see them genuinely hate Arsenal.
yeah, like look at it with the end of the game, right? Obviously with Haaland and that whole situation that happened, calling Jesus and effing clown, talking about Lewis Skelly like, oh, who are you and all this, telling Arteta to be humble, like Haaland, even Haaland's rattled as well at the end of the day. So it is becoming a rivalry, and I honestly don't mind it. Some of the games, some of the things I saw in the game, I didn't mind. Like for example, Havertz getting involved, mate. Getting stuck in these types of games. It shows a
Yeah.
bit of passion. And
Mm.
that's what it takes at the end of the day is making these statements and having that bit of passion, because actually these players,
Mm.
I thought showed that in the City game. And I think Drew makes a great point in there, by the way. I just wanted to touch that up about Pep knows we've got their number now. If you go back to the
Mm.
past couple of games, yeah, we know
Mm-hmm.
that we actually, compared to previous seasons where City would go, oh, it's Arsenal coming up, no problem. Yeah, we will get battered every single time we went to Etihad. Yeah, 5-0s. The 5-0s, 3-1s. Time and
Mm-hmm.
time again, would go there and would get battered. It's the same at the Emirates. We had an awful record at Emirates, but over these past three games, you know, we've shown that we can go, and they actually
Yeah.
sitting there thinking, hold on a minute, this Arsenal side is, actually a bit more serious, uh, compared to previous years, because we'd usually get rolled over by Manchester City, and they'll be rubbing their hands together. Oh, Arsenal's coming up. That's no problem with us. So I think, yeah, honestly, there is a bit of a rivalry there. I don't mind it, honestly. And now we've got to make sure we go there and we beat them to this league title this season.
Yeah, definitely, Josh, man. Arsenal need to win the title this season. As in, this rivalry won't have that cherry on top of it if Arsenal isn't winning anything. If we're always coming, second best, yeah, to this team, yeah, that rivalry won't, like that gloss won't be on it. Yeah, the cherry on top won't be on it. If Arsenal is winning the trophy, and City is fighting for the trophy also and winning the next season, Arsenal winning back, that rivalry will be a genuine one because Arsenal will winning trophies. It's not like we'll be at the back end and coming second every season. Although I still do think that there might be a problem in the offense. The 115 charges that have been leveled on Manchester City might come back to haunt them. Just before we get into Leicester City, yeah, do you think uh, uh, that 115 charges is going to bite them at the end of the day because those investigations have started. The hearings have started. What do you think about this? Do you think there's anything, because I'm hearing about relegation, on the table.
Yeah,
I'm hearing of scrap titles on the table.
yeah.
Shout out to Waffle TV, my brother, my bro. Waffle TV, I missed our show, man. To be nice
Big
to
up
catch up
abs,
with you,
man.
brother. I bet you October will be doing something. Abs is really doing lots of great shows. He
Yeah, big
has a
up abs,
rival
bro.
show going on with Hano TV, and Hano is a great guy, Chelsea fan, and he has a great channel down there. It's rebranded, to Waffle TV show. Big ups to you. And there's nothing waffle about it. It's all facts down there. So big up to Waffle TV show. That's my brother Abs all the time. Yeah, you were saying something, man, Josh.
Yeah, listen, about these charges, listen, like, we'll see what happens at the end of the day, because we know money can talk. I think that's what's going to really happen. If I'm being honest, I've already seen rumors today that they've because it's going through now, isn't it? This whole court sort of stuff going on, all these charges, and I'm hearing that they've already won it. That's just like
Yeah.
rumors. So, listen, it wouldn't surprise me if they come out of this with nothing. But we know what realistically, what should happen is relegation. Ideally, get this Man City down to
Yeah.
relegation. Get them
Hmm.
relegated, man. I couldn't care less.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, like I don't see it happening though. Like realistically, I think with the owners, with the way money talks, I think we maybe could see a point deduction at the late, like the minimal. But other than that, I don't see anything less. I mean, shipping their titles, and their trophies again, I don't see that happening. I think we're
Yeah.
shameless to say, but I think we want all of that to happen as Arsenal fans. Yeah, get rid of everything for them, get them
No, I
relegated, get
mean,
them out of it.
no, I, if they don't get a slap on the wrist, yeah, if they're gonna say, okay, you won't go to relegation, but points deduction will be a big option, and if those point deduction comes up, yeah, and Arsenal kind of win the trophy for last season, you know, with the points deducted, for last season, is there anything to celebrate? Do you think? Okay, Arsenal handed the title. Is there anything? Would you feel anything, anyway, in any capacity that Arsenal have won a trophy last season? Would you have that feeling ever?
The thing is, like at the same time, it's a good point because you want to put it this way as well. Like you want to beat them now when they're at their best. Yeah, like with Pep
Yeah,
with their players.
yeah,
You beat them now when they're at their best at the end of the day. So then we don't have these excuses. Oh, because they had this, because they had the point deduction. That's why I also won the league. Like we have all them excuses coming out. I don't want that. Like you know, it'd be benefit, and yeah, we're going and it's a Premier League title, of course. But at the end of the day, at the same time, I think you got to look at it this way as well. Like why can't you just beat them now? Just beat them at their best, and then nobody can use that really that excuse against Arsenal really. But at the same time, it's Premier League title, and we have not won one in like 20 years. So it's kind of like
yeah,
we've been really desperate for one at the end of the day. But at the same time, like let's just beat them now, man. I mean, we know we should have won it last season. We know we should have won it probably the season before at the end of the day. But Arsenal happened, and this season's got to be the year, man. I know we said it every single season, it seems like, but seriously, it's getting the time's going on.
yeah,
Without this league title, Tony, we have to win it. As simple as that, really.
yeah. See, yeah. Let's get to this Leicester stuff, yeah. I mean, brother, man. I mean, this team, yeah. They've lost twice this season. Every other game has been a loss. They haven't won the season at all in about 2 years. Josh, are you with me? Josh, are you with me?
Yeah, I can.
Josh, are you with me?
I can hear you now, Tony, but it's a bit
Are you with me,
breaking up
Josh?
a little bit.
Can you hear me?
I'm here, bro. Yeah, I'm all good, bro. I'm here. I can hear. All good.
Okay, okay, yeah. But can you hear me at all? Yeah, you can. Okay, okay, good. See, yeah, in 5 games, yeah, they've conceded 8 times. They've scored 6 times, and they only have about 3 points at the bag after 5 games. They lost to Aston Villa. I mean, they also lost to Fulham when they played Fulham earlier in the season. They've drawn almost their all other games this season, man. See, man, do you think these guys will come up or conjure up any serious resistance when they come to the Emirates on Sunday? I mean, they should be the teams that we should look at them and tell them, you know what, yeah, welcome to the party. We're gonna use you as an example. We're gonna use Leicester City to set an example for all these mediocre teams on how to, you know, come to us. Watch the way you walk with us, watch the way you talk about us, and watch the way you report us to PG Mo. I mean, I'm not sure Leicester City reported Arsenal, but I mean, this will send a direct message to all this, to all these teams. on how to, talk about Arsenal, to talk to us different. If we use them, you know, as an example on Saturday, Josh, do you think there will be any resistance from this 15th placed team that has only gotten 3 points from 5 games
Mm.
this season? Any
Listen,
resistance at all?
listen. I think yeah, we know the way how they're going to come to Arsenal and set up. You know what most teams do at the Emirates, this whole defensive style, low block, counter attacking style of football. You know, we already know that's what most of these teams do. With all due respect to Leicester, and the end, I'll say this
Mhm.
first and foremost: Premier League is Premier League. At the end of the day, we can't take any team lightly, but at the same time, we're at the Emirates. We need to have that confidence that we can go
Yeah.
there and score goals against the Leicester City side. Because as you said, they've not won a game this season. They've not won a game this season. Steve Cooper's their manager.
Yeah.
Um, you know, Even Forest fans wanted him sacked last season because of the way how they declined, and there wasn't improving as a football club.
Yeah.
So he not he did a bit poor not in the Forest. Having said that, I think he beat us in the FA Cup, didn't he? Yeah, he beat us in the FA Cup when we had Arteta in that 1-0 game. So he has found a way to beat Arteta before. I know that was many years ago, but he has found a way. At the end of the day, their team who I watched. The only game I watched him with really this season was when they played against our rivals Tottenham. Tottenham got played very well in the first half, but Leicester stepped up in the second half. And Vardy, he still got in. You know what? It's Jamie Vardy and Arsenal guys. Vardy always turns up against Arsenal. No matter what season it is. I've noticed a common theme. Jamie Vardy turns up against Arsenal people. So, and I can't believe he's still playing right now for them. And yeah, at the end of the day, he's still got it for them. So I wouldn't call him a threat as such, Jamie Vardy, but we know when he's there, that he can turn up, and he's already shown it this season already. In the game against Tottenham. So I think our defense will handle him. Sorry. They signed some new players in the window. Ayew from Palace, they signed Bobby Reed. He's going to probably
Yeah.
play on the win against us from Fulham. They obviously got a great Italian centre back in Aquali as well. He's a solid centre back. But other than that, really, we're going to have too much quality for them. We will beat them for me comfortably as well. I expect a comfortable win. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm feeling confident. It's one of these games, really. I know we should not take any team lightly in the Premier League, but at the end of the day, this should be a comfortable 3 points. It should be a comfortable victory. They're going to make it, they're going to try their best to make it frustrating for Arsenal, as most teams do at the Emirates. But I think we get the first goal, we kick
Mhm.
on from there. That's what I want to see, some goals in there. I know we've got quite a bit of injuries. Rayer's out injured. Well,
Mhm.
he's doubtful for the game, as we know. So we have to get Neto to obviously step up. I ain't got a problem with him.
Yeah.
He's not even played for Arsenal yet. We've not even seen him yet, but I saw him in the Premier League playing for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
He's got that bit of experience, so he's going to need to step up in goal for us. Obviously, in terms of that defense as well, it's been solid as it always is. We know we've got a quality defense there with Ricardo left back, Timber,
Definitely.
right back. That midfield as well. Listen, Tony, I don't know about you. I was going to ask you this, but based on the Bolton game, right? Based on the fact that Trossard missed the Bolton game, based on the fact that we can maybe try something different in this game. Now, wary, would you be tempted to start him in this type of game?
See, bro, guys. See, the guys that frequent my channel knows this. I was at Sarkazin TV, yeah, telling their fans, yeah, predominantly Manchester United fans, but I love the channel. I love going down there, and I like the brother who handles the channel there, brother Flawless. He's a great guy, top knowledge of football, and I genuinely like his person. And TJ too. I was telling these guys the other day, what do we have to lose bringing in
Facts.
Waneri than seeing all these other players put in stinkers? I told these
Mm,
guys,
mm,
but they laughed it off. They yapped about, and of course, Flawless, took to my, he looked at what I was saying, he felt it. But of course, it went with TJ, which is the safe place to go. TJ said no, this is that. I bet I've not seen any of TJ shows since then. I have to go back and watch TJ show and actually watch back the show and see if TJ was celebrating, because uh, I mean, you have to give the players a chance. You have
Facts.
to give them a chance. I mean, see, yeah, I don't have any, and this is what people mis- mistake about when I'm a bit critical about this team. I'm not all up for any agenda. I'm here for my team to get better and for my team to get to win. So I'm not here for any agenda. If I see anything or any factor that is going to give Arsenal the upper hand, I am going to look at it and say, yeah, this is what we need. If it's something that I know is wrong, I'm going to call it too. In this
Mm.
one, with this Waneri stuff, I'm seeing something very, very special. And that's why I said to these guys, I want this guy to come on. I want him to play. Give him a chance. But no
Yeah.
one, no one wants to give him a chance until he starts scoring. And now he has started to score in his first game, in his first start, by the way. The first game that he started for Arsenal, by the way.
Facts.
I mean, in the first team. And now everyone is clapping. Everyone wants him suddenly. But when I was
Mm.
saying this 2 weeks ago, everyone giving the coach shoulder. Everyone turned their
Yeah.
face. Why? Why are you clapping it off now? Why do you like the guy now? I
Mm.
mean, if the guy, see, yeah, I talked to these people about Rico Lewis. I was also talking to them last week about I think last week, yeah, about Rico Lewis and his
Yeah.
improvement in this Manchester City team. I talked about Foden. We're talking about Foden as if Foden is an old guy. No, this guy's he's a youth. He's a youth. He's a young guy. He's not old. He's a complete youth. And we see Pep Guardiola give these guys a chance in this team. It's improving them. They're playing in the Champions League. They're also playing in the Premier League. They're honing their skills. They're looking better. They're looking better and they're playing quite well. Josh just went off, but he's coming back, I
Am I back?
think.
Am I back?
And they're looking better and they're playing better.
I'm good.
Rico Lewis is playing better. Josh, you disappeared, but you're back now.
Sweet, sweet.
And they're looking better. If Rico Lewis is looking better down there in Man City, I don't see any reason why we cannot systematically bring in Waneri into this team. Let the guy play. Let him have game time.
Yeah.
Show him. I know there's a lot of promises that has been made to this guy in the boardroom. Let those promises come to light. Shine the light on the guy. Help the guy out. Give him games in more instrumental games. I'm very serious. If that guy played in that Man City matchup, we would be winning Man City easy. I mean, easy, easy. You can see he can score. And again, people are bad mouthing Sterling. You saw what he did. Fast, quick. Look at that pass from what's that guy's name? The other youth.
Lewis Skelly.
What's his name? Lewis Kelly. Oh my. Do you want to tell me these guys aren't ready? No, seriously, Josh. Do you want to tell me Kelly and Waneri aren't ready? Did you see that finish from Waneri? Did you see how Gebesus goofed the chance of scoring that goal? And
Yeah.
Waneri was there to score the goal? I mean, they're saying these guys aren't ready. Are these guys blind? These guys are ready. He's ready. The guy is ready to score goals. He's ready. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. What do you think? I don't know.
Bro.
These guys are ready. They're ready to play. No loans. This guy's ready to play. He's ready to
Yeah.
score goals. I don't
Yeah.
see these guys need no loan. They're ready to score goals. They're ready to play for this team. What do you think,
Mm.
Josh?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said building up to this game. I've put him in a lineup for this game. I'm starting Nanwary for this game, people. Yeah, his performance was superb against Bolton, and people will sit there and say, "Oh, it's only Bolton." Well, as you said, Tony, this is his first start.
Mm,
This is the start. It's the opportunity that he got given, and he took it. He scored a brace, but not just like him scoring the goals. His overall performance, the guy just looks so mature. Like the guy's 17 years of age, but it's like he's been playing for the way how he played and the way how he acted and he did the fundamentals really, really well, I thought, and he did the basics really, really well. And he looked like he's been playing with Arsenal for many, many years. he showed that level of maturity now, wary, which I really, really liked. Not just the fact that he scored 2 goals, two big ups, getting a brace, fantastic, but his overall attitude, his overall performance impressed me a lot. It's like he's been playing there, the way how he
Yeah.
just stepped in like it was nothing, and he put in a
Oh
very,
my
very good
days.
performance. I
Looking
get
good.
it's yeah, and I get it's
Looking
Carabao
good.
Cup. It's yeah, but at the end of the day, this is the opportunities that you have to give these players in these League Cups early rounds to go and perform. And I think he definitely impressed. So for me, I think what we, as you said, what we've got to lose. Trossard, has he really been ripping up trees in that position so far in
No,
terms of pace? Or
no,
no, he
no.
hasn't. So
He
why not give
hasn't.
Naweri a chance in this type of
What do
game?
we have to lose? I mean, what do we have to lose? Oh, instead of another player to come down there and dish it another stinker in another week yet again, why don't we
Mm,
put Waneri, who at least we know has the desire and the burning motivation to go in there and do something? See, of course, Drew Gunners. Of course, I do respect Drew Gunners. Is a part and parcel of my channel. But again, I'm not
big up,
saying
Drew.
that I don't buy what you're saying about Charlie Patino. I heard that, but that Charlie Patino was just mismanaged. Does it mean we should mismanage this guy too? No, we learn from our mistakes. And that's what I want to see. I want to see us learn from our mistakes. So let's don't allow what happened to Charlie Patino happen to this guy. And to be very sincere, man, this guy is different from Charlie Patino. Let's don't put them in the same breath.
Mm,
I mean, I saw Charlie Patino when he was making those moves. I didn't see him pop off everywhere. I'm seeing Waneri pop off everywhere. It's trying to score goals into the final third. During recovery with Declan Rice, he's doing that. In the midfield, he's there. He's popping out in different positions that I don't think a normal midfielder should be popping up on in different places. Bro, did you see that goal? I mean, the goal where that's his first goal where
yeah,
Gabriel Jesus missed that chance, and
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
and that's a seasoned striker. I mean that's where that is positioned, right? Gabriel Jesus, he completely missed that chance of scoring that goal. But who was there to score the goal? That's what I want to see. I want to see a midfielder, yeah, that senses danger. And the kid senses danger. I want to see a kid that pops up in different places. The same thing
yeah.
that Rodri does. He has an eye for goal. He could take snapshots from any position. He could appear in different places. He's in the final third. He's in the defense, helping at the defense. That's what I want to see in a modern day midfielder. He has everything that a modern day midfielder needs to move on. I'm not saying he's a complete product, but I'm saying he's getting there. It's popping up in different positions. At least we've seen that he can score goals and he has an eye for goal. We've seen that we've seen his antics off the ball. When he's off the ball, he's out there. Like I saw his movement without the ball with Declan Rice.
Yeah, superb.
He's
Yeah,
attacking, his poaching, his moving. Bro, I want to see that agility. That's what we're missing. See, yeah, I placed a call to Arsenal players on my channel. I said, does any one of these Arsenal players want the position of Martin Odegaard? Because if Martin Odegaard comes back from injury, he's heading straight into that first 11. I hope you know that, Josh. He's going nowhere.
of
If he
course he
comes
is. Yeah,
back today, there's no headache. He walks straight back into that team. And that's not what I want. I don't want that. This is
competition,
Arsenal
man, ain't it?
Football Club.
Yeah.
Exactly. We should be having competition for places. We shouldn't be wanting Odegaard to come back from a dangerous injury that he faced and come in and just and just play and just walk into our first 11 as if it's the king of the show. No, I
Mm,
want to see someone like Waneri step up. Since Trossard doesn't want to step up, yeah. Since any other midfield outlet doesn't want to step up and take that position for themselves, if Waneri is that guy to come into our midfield, take the responsibility of becoming a big time player in that midfield and solidifying it, bro, what do we have to lose? What do we have to lose?
exactly
We
that,
have
bro.
completely nothing to lose. He's British, he's a home guy, groomed by Arsenal. What do we? What do we have to lose? Nothing.
Mm. We
Completely
have nothing
nothing.
to lose at the end of the day.
I don't know what
Literally
you think,
nothing.
Joshua.
We have nothing to lose, Tony, bro. Yeah. As I said before, like let's just give this guy the opportunity in this type of game against Leicester City. We're at the Emirates, right? You know, we're gonna we'll create chances against them. They're gonna play a more low blocked defensive approach against Arsenal, right? It's not like finding him again against the game against Man City at Etihad, right? It's Leicester at home. It's the first ever Premier League start for him, right? He came off the bench against Tottenham as well. So at the end of the day, I want to see this guy play. Look, I mean, if you gave some great examples there with Pep giving Rico Lewis the opportunity, with you look elsewhere in other leagues as well. You look at PSG, who
How
were
about
playing
Bob?
in
How about Bob? How about
Oscar
Bob?
Bob, yeah, yeah, Oscar
How
Bob,
about Bob?
yeah,
How
yeah,
about
Oscar
Bob?
Bob,
How about Bob?
yeah,
Scoring
yeah,
goals when
exactly.
the bro, when that guy came in on 2 occasions, bro, that guy scored goals. The matches, some of the Manchester City matches I watched, he scored goals. He's looking good. He's helping the team. Like
Mm,
if these guys are coming from Man City and these are champions, why not? Why not take a leaf out of that book? Why not
mm,
take an example out of them? Since they're the bar we should be looking at, right? Three-peat
yeah, yeah,
champions. They've been winning titles. Bro,
yeah.
why can't we take, bro? Why can't we look at these people, look at their model and how they're developing their team?
Well,
Somehow, some way, you do need your homegrown players, your youth in your academy to come in and take up positions. Mostly since there's a big injury to Martin Odegaard, they should be taking responsibility. They should be wanting to be in that team. They should be having that motivation to play. And not just to play, but to shine while playing. And to be very sincere, Waneri showed himself to be a responsible player
we
the other day when he
we
played against
we
Bolton.
listen, like we gave the opportunities to Saka, Smith Rowe, to when we bought Martinelli, we gave these players are
Mhm.
really really young, and we gave them these opportunities, and they took them, and now the rest is history. I know Smith Rowe went on, and now he's playing well at Fulham, but we look at Saka, he's one of our best players in the day. So you have to give these youth players the opportunity, and this is no other time for me where Odegaard's out injured, and as you said, like we need players with a bit of competition in there. Yes, Odegaard is captain of Arsenal. We know how key he is to Arsenal. We know how quality of a player he really is, but you need the competition there.
Josh,
Big,
Josh,
someone needs to
Josh,
step up.
Josh. Josh. I'm sorry. This is where I have a problem. The- where you're coming at now. This is where I have a problem. We don't have the luxury right now. We don't have the
Yeah,
luxury. So if people are saying we should ease this guy in, yeah, we don't have that luxury. It's an SOS. If any player in that midfield gets injured, it's SOS time. Merino is injured. I don't think he's coming back tomorrow to play. He's injured. Odegaard is injured. I mean,
yeah.
Jorginho is, bro, is a grandpa. I don't think he has the energy to play 20 games in a row, 10 games in a row. I mean, we don't have the luxury of saying, oh, ease him in. No, we failed. Arsenal have failed in bringing in players. So rather than just, keep crying, we're looking for solutions. So while we're looking for that solution, or while we'll be looking for the solution by January, there's no need easing anyone in. Allow the kid play. Push him in, let him play. This kid is more better than what
Exactly.
we have in the midfield. I'm sorry, bruv. It's better. So why not use him? We have nothing to lose. Absolutely not. He's ready. He's absolutely ready, Josh.
Your facts, absolute facts. At the end of the day, I've been. It's not just we saw it in even there's sort of little appearances that we're seeing with Nanwari, right? In the preseason, a few times off the bench, even last season against West Ham, when we beat them 6-0, as I said, against Tottenham. Um, and obviously when we first saw him play the other day against Bolton, the guy just looks like he's been playing with us. Like he's just not been missed. Like he's not a youngster. Like, the guy looks so mature. He's got that level of maturity about him that he just fits into our team. The way how he goes about his business, and yeah, what I liked about him the most against Bolton is that he didn't overcomplicate things. Yeah, he did what he had to do at the end of the day, right? He took his opportunity really, really well, and you can only ask that for a player. and you need to reward the player for that. At the end of the day, you need to give the player that reward for stepping up against in the previous game. And by doing that, give him the start
Yeah.
because what? So we're happy. I mean, look, if we ain't gonna play now, so it'll be Trossard again there. As I told you, like Trossard, I think is a quality player, but he's not been at his best playing there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And literally, if it's not
Yeah.
Trossard there, then who else have we actually got there? As you said, Tony, who else have we actually got? So it leaves
No one.
Naweri the
We don't
opportunity.
have quality. Exactly. We don't have quality down there. So when you say ease him in how? In what way? With who? Do you want the grandpa Jorginho to come in? Like, who do you put in there? Marino is injured. I mean, who do you literally put in there? No one. You're screwed. So why can't we just put our youth down there to just play? Why do we have to ease anything in when we have bare bones in the midfield? Well, to be sincere, we have bare bones in the midfield. Odegaard is out. The creative spark is
Yeah,
out. Why can't we add one area who is just down there sitting on the bench? Why? Why? This is my problem
facts.
with Arsenal fans sometimes. Why should we ease this guy in? There's no easing. Come take the place. Odegaard is out.
Mm.
No one is going to play. So, I mean, Merino back next week. Yeah, I hear you, Saxy, but again, man, with that one, we have to ease that one in. Isn't those are the ones we have to ease in, right, Josh? Merino coming back, we have to ease him in. You can't just
Yeah,
rush a player who just got injured like that into the fray, right?
yeah. Look, with him coming back, obviously, it's benefit for us. We've always I would say that because we've not actually seen the guy play just yet, but well, of course, Tony, we spoke about this before when we watched him at Sociedad. The signing in general. We was pretty happy with the signing, I would say. So I'm looking forward for him to be coming
Yeah,
back in there. But yeah, it's true. With that one, Mika Marino. We have. I'll be honest. So like Declan Rice is an old one this season, Tony. Playing in that left eight role, has he really impressed you? Like real talk, because I don't think he's ripped up trees in left eight as well. And I've been crying out for him to play there because I think it's a much more advanced position for him. I think he gets forward a lot more, has more freedom. But I've been disappointed with the way our Declan Rice has performed this season compared to, and that's because of how well he played last season. Yes, but he's not reached that just yet. He's been a bit underwhelming in
yeah,
my opinion. So I'm sort of looking forward to see Marino kind of back in playing in that left eight role. Maybe Rice going back to the six, having that midfield three there of
mm,
Marino and having Marino Rice in there as well. So we'll see, man. But yeah, I think the talk is that I know more said next week, but I think the talk is we'll definitely see the guy back October international break. As soon as that ends, he should be back there when we play against, I think, Bournemouth is away. But yeah, part of me thinks, we've been lacking that left eight there. I don't think Rice has really stepped up this season. I don't know about you, bro, but I think Marino coming back could be decent for us. It'll definitely benefit us, in my opinion.
see, yeah. If you say this to Arsenal fans, they will look at you and say, Rice, no, he's doing well, but bro, the proof is in the pudding. He hasn't been at his best. Although
Mm.
I do think there's a problem to there's an implied issue to that problem. You saw Declan Rice play for England, right?
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
was he a more better player in England? When he played those games than at Arsenal this season, was
Are
he
you
more
talking
better?
about the friendlies or the Euros? The friendlies, right? You're talking about.
The games, yeah, the friendly games, yeah, the friendly games
I think he
that
was,
he
yeah, for
played
England.
a couple of
Yeah, yeah,
weeks
yeah,
ago.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah, for
better.
England.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was better, right? Yeah, it
yeah,
was
yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think he also scored a goal. He also gave a pass too. But you know what? Yeah, the way I'm looking at it, I'm just looking at it like he's missing that spark,
Mm.
that partnership spark in the midfield that would just spark his season up. Yeah, with that one in England, of course, when you have players that could also spark him off in the midfield, you know, he could hit the ground running. Same thing in that Bolton game. Yeah, Waneri was down there. You saw Sterling too running the show through the wings. We saw Rice get a man of the match display in that game against Bolton. I know that's a
Yeah, he played well. Yeah.
small opposition, but again, when he has players that could spark up the midfield, yeah, he, and take the attention slowly away from him. That's where you see Rice shine, and I think he's missing that already in Martin Odegaard already in the midfield. So if you bring in someone, yeah, that could spark that midfield just a little bit, bring something fresh, bring something new. Maybe Waneri, because we saw his partnership with Waneri, and it looks good. It totally looks good, you know, uh, because there was one movement in that. I think it was the second goal for Waneri when Declan Rice broke up the transition of Bolton and tap tap boom passed it, out to Waneri, and Waneri just
Yeah.
took that ball and just went straight and got a shot in, top bins, and he got his goal. Uh, I mean, when you have a player that sparks you up to life like that, I mean, it could just change your season. You could just see that spark in Declan Rice almost immediately. That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, facts. And I think
Yeah.
it's a very good point, that you made there with maybe who he's got around him could be one of the issues because I mean, look, we played
Mm.
Jorginho, Rice, Nwaneri. I know it's against Bolton, but we played it very apart from this missing Nwaneri, we played Odegaard, Jorginho, Rice towards the end of last season. Not the end, but like when Pye was out injured, that was a midfield, Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard, and it worked really well there.
Hmm.
It really did.
Yeah.
He looked very good there. I remember against teams like Liverpool at Emirates, we did really well. Newcastle at Emirates, multiple games really. That sort of midfield partnership worked really really
Yeah.
well. So maybe that could be the option there. And when someone like Odegaard does come back in, or hopefully we give the opportunity to Nwaneri for these Premier League games. Maybe if he switches when Marino comes back and he plays him switches him back to the six, then we'll hopefully see the best of him with what we saw last season, man. So I wouldn't be worrying just yet
Yeah.
in terms of Rice not being at his best. But I think when we get the players back in, a much stronger midfield in there, we'll see Rice thrive for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's go to the predictions of the game and your starting 11. First, let's start with your starting 11 before you delve into the predictions of the game, man. What will your starting 11 be for Arsenal come tomorrow as we lock horns with Leicester City?
Yeah, yeah. For me, obviously, like taking in consideration of what the injuries are talking about today, it'll most likely be Neto in goal. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him make his debut. I think again he's not a bad goalkeeper. Get behind him. It's his first game for Arsenal. Let's see what he can do. So he'll be in goal for Raya. We know how good Raya's been. That'll be hopefully not a miss because Neto will come in and do his job. Back four for me, obviously, I'm really liking Timber right back. I'm liking Ricardo Calaflori left back. Gabriel Saliba. I'm really liking that back four. So for me, that stays back four there. Timber right back, California left back, Gabriel Saliba. Midfield would be Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and Nwaneri. I think now, as I mentioned a minute ago, give the guy the start, give the guy the opportunity. Nwaneri goes in. Front three for me.
Guys, are you listening? Josh just said it. Give the guy a start. Give him a start in the Premiership. Let that sink in. Give Waneri a chance. Big up to my
Let's go.
longtime friend on this channel, Niall Kane.
Big
He's
up
down
now,
here.
bro.
Big up to you. And Don Gunu too has also been a big, big, big
Big
member
up.
of my channel. Of course, he was one of the first persons to come to this channel and show me some love. And Don Gunu, Niall Kane, big up to you too. You guys are real heroes to me. Big up to you guys. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, so that as we said, mentioned, that'd be the midfield and where he goes in there, and then the front three for me: Saka on the right, Havertz down the middle, and this is an interesting one for me. But I'm doing this based on form. Sterling on the
Mm.
left. I'm starting Sterling over Martinelli. I'm sorry, this is like,
Oh
and
my
you know what it
days,
is,
bro.
yeah. Every single show we
See,
have,
guys,
Tony,
you can't
we
get
mention
this from
Martinelli.
anywhere. This is why I like Josh. This is why I like Josh. No, Didi. See, yeah, Sterling. See, I have Arsenal fans, yeah, allowing Martinelli just walk straight into this team. He
Nah,
walks
bro.
into the first 11. And I have a problem with that. I have a genuine problem with Arsenal fans that want Martinelli to walk straight into this team. No checks, no balances, no responsibility, no accountability, nothing whatsoever. They just want him to play. Are these guys serious? Are these guys drunk? Have they taken cognac? See, yeah, I mean, not after, bro. No, it makes me like, see, yeah, it just makes me a little bit, cuckoo.
Mm,
Like, in what way? In what way? Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
they saw what Sterling dished out to Bolton. I, I mean, Bolton isn't really like, that big opposition. But again, you can only play what's put in front of you. Innit,
yeah.
Josh? Give
Facts.
the guy a chance. I mean, give him a start. I mean, that was why you brought him from Chelsea, and we're not even paying for it. Chelsea are the ones paying for it. But bro, when you have something free like that, you're meant to use it. It's just like having free Wi-Fi, like the Wi-Fi I use. Yeah, McDonald's Wi-Fi. I'm getting free McDonald's Wi-Fi. I could as well connect to free McDonald's Wi-Fi. I mean, cut the crap. What I'm talking about. I'm loving it. I, I mean, Arsenal get this free gift from Chelsea, and you don't want to use him. You don't want to play him. This guy's okay. Uh, Play this guy. Give him a start. Let us see a reason why. Let's just see why this guy Sterling is shit. Put him there. I'm tired of seeing Martinelli. Give him a start.
Mm,
I'll allow you to
mm.
continue with your first 11, Josh, man.
Facts. No, for me, Sterling goes on the left, dropping Martinelli. It's kind of like, every stream we have to mention this guy's name because there's honestly a problem with Martinelli. Like we've said this time and time and time before, but once again, I know he didn't play against Bolton. I mean, he came off the bench against Bolton and all this. But the guy this season is just not. He's not delivered, and you can't just, as you said, you can't have these players walking into the team for the sake of it because their name's Martinelli. Like at the end of the day, we brought in a player in the summer from Sterling. He's supposed to be competition for our winners. So let's actually give the guy the start now. He needs a reality check. He needs to be dropped from me. And we need to have someone like Sterling to step up to give him the competition there to make him realise that
Mm.
you actually have a bit of competition now. And you've got to step up your game, Martinelli, because the guy has not been at his best whatsoever um, at all, and it's so disappointing because we're seeing
I
the
mean,
potential in this
Hendon
guy.
Gunner says he would like to see him in the middle.
Yeah,
Hendon Gunner is saying he'd like
bro.
to see him in the
This is
middle.
this is the thing.
Would
Like
you like to see
we saw,
Martinelli play
yeah,
up
of course.
front in the middle? Yeah,
Try
of
something
course.
different. Try something different with Martinelli at the end of the day, because
Switch it up.
yeah, switch it up because we saw this. He played when we first signed Martinelli. We saw it. We saw it perfectly when he played down the middle. In his first season, and he has that pace about him that he can get in behind these defenders. And I feel like we could use that. As him playing down the middle when he plays on the wing. For me, I see this time and time before. He's becoming too predictable. You notice the way how he dribbles on the ball. He's always got his head down, right? And he has very poor decision making in the final third now. When he gets to the final third,
Yeah.
I mean, he does everything right. The taking on the players, the creating the space, creating the opportunities. But when he gets to the final third, that's where it goes wrong for him completely. We've seen it
It's
on countless
clueless.
times
It's
this
clueless.
season.
He
Look at
doesn't
him in
look
that
up. He
Champions League
doesn't
game.
take that step. He doesn't take that
Mm,
step to just put his head up and
yeah,
just look. At least have a sight of where you're pushing the ball to. I mean, look at Sterling, and again, it does the complete opposite thing to what Martinelli dishes out to Arsenal fans week in week out. I mean, did you see that cross he gave? This way, he just put his head up and just looked into the 18-yard box in the final third. and just saw Gabriel Jesus locking in the shadows. I mean, saw Waneri locking in the 18-yard box there. He just looked at, he put his head up. He looked, he looked at where the ball is going to. Martinelli
Yeah,
doesn't take that step to look at where the ball is going to, and that's my problem.
no,
It's not like I hate the guy or whatever, but bro, let's take this by merit. Let's give the players, that merit those chances and give them a chance. Why just taking favorites and putting favorites and making up our first 11? Let's give a chance to those, who could surprise us. Arsenal is becoming a little bit predictable, and I don't want that predictability every week. At least not week in, week out.
yeah, no, 100%, man. And listen, mate, Sterling, we signed for a reason, right? People telling me, oh, he'll give competition. So let's actually see the guy play. Then let's actually give this guy the opportunity, give him the first Premier League start for Arsenal, see what he can do. He brings something different to a player like Gabriel Martinelli. But that's the thing, like that's the issue with most winners nowadays as well. If you ain't got end product, for me, you're not going to be rated highly. I see it in so many different examples. Like Dembele at PSG, the guy's got everything, but end product, but in the final third, in my
Yeah,
opinion, you see it with so many winners across many different teams, and I'm sort of fearing the same for Martinelli. Like the guy has pace. We know he's very technically gifted. We know um, he gets. I saw it multiple times against Wolves in the first game of the season, Atalanta in the Champions League when he had that chance. Just the final third in the end product is really lacking for him. He's becoming too predictable, and we have to try it out. Whether that is playing the guy down the middle, which I would not mind whatsoever, because we saw it when he first came for Arsenal,
I won't
change
mind
things
that.
up, or give him a little
I
bit of a
won't
reality
mind
check.
that.
Because because I think it might have been Trossard who came in. There's a period of time where when Trossard came in, he took his place. He's on the bench for quite a few games, Martinelli. He gave him a bit of a reality check. He came back and he started firing. So maybe that's what he needs as well. Is a bit of what
Yeah,
Sterling's going to come in now. You got to deal with it. He's got your shirt.
yeah,
Well, he's got your position now. So you got to fight and win it back and have a bit of a reality check, and
yeah,
hopefully that makes him a better player, man. I really hope so, because we know how good the guy can be.
yeah, definitely. Josh, who starts up front for you, man?
Kai Havertz. I'm going Havertz. I'm sorry. I'm going Havertz. Gabriel Jesus for me. Once again, I actually thought he looked better when he moved to the win, and that's saying something because the guy's meant to be a striker. Obviously in that League Cup game, I'm just not feeling it with Gabriel Jesus at all. From being honest, this season, I know he's coming back from the injury and all this, but I'm just not really feeling him when he's coming off the bench or anything like that at the moment. It's just like Kai Havertz again came off the bench and scored. Even in the League Cup, he scored again. And this guy has been very, very good this season, I have to admit, and it was good last season. I think Havertz keeps his spot there for me. Even in the Man City game, I know he actually didn't. I saw a stat which is crazy. He didn't actually complete like a successful pass or something. I saw, but what he did have was that a bit of aggression up front. Yeah, that bit of you know
Yeah.
grabbing the game by a scruff of the neck, actually fighting for the badge
It's
against City.
only
I'll
haters.
give him
It's
that.
only haters that will bring.
Mm,
It's only haters that will
yeah,
bring those stats up for Kai Havertz against Man City. Yeah, but we
he
saw
starts.
what
He
he was
starts.
doing
Yeah,
off the ball.
off the ball.
But we
Yeah,
were
he
seeing what
starts.
he was doing off the ball. He was pushing. He was kicking. Bro, that's what you need against a team like Man City, who are also seasoned in the dark arts. You need someone who will kick Rodri. Rodri is scary guy in the middle of the
Mm,
park. You need someone who would match him strength for strength, dark arts for dark arts. And whether we like it or not, Kai Havertz is becoming to look like that guy that season in dark arts. He kicks, he pushes, he's good
yeah,
aerially. And we can see he can score goals. I'm not saying he's a guy that will give you uh, 30, 25 goals like an Haaland. But I'm saying is that guy you
mm,
could bring off the bench in Arsenal's case that you could start. Name me the better striker right now in this Arsenal team. It's none. So instead of crying, yeah, and talking to a stubborn manager like Mikel Arteta, who would bring in a striker right now or conjure up a striker from anywhere, let's make do with what we have. At least play the ones that we have in the best position. And that's Kai Havertz. Put him in the best position. Allow him to play and let's see what happens. Striking position. The striking position remains the best area that we can fix in Kai Havertz, whether we like it or not.
100%, bro. 100%. For me, he starts any day. I think he's, as I said, had a very good start to the season. I'm liking what I'm seeing with this guy. He actually looks on it this season. And even, we were saying last season, bro, the way how he came in and, sort of proved many people wrong, including myself. When I first signed him, when we first signed him, I was like, what are we doing here? But, we both admitted it, Tony. The guy came in here and he had a good season. So but don't get twisted. Like, I still think that's a position that we needed for sure is a striker, and I think we still do. But if you was asking me about who's the guy right now, what we have right now, I'm taking Havertz over Jesus any day
Yeah,
for the rest until for these upcoming games. I'm taking Kai Havertz over Jesus. Jesus is just not cutting it for me, people. He's just not cutting it. I don't know because it's the injury or whatever it may be, but I've just been so
yeah,
disappointed in what I've seen with Gabriel Jesus. So Kai Havertz for me starts all day long up front.
yeah, definitely. And what's your prediction for the game, man?
I'm gonna go with a comfortable win, feeling a few goals, clean sheet. We get the job done. 3-0 Arsenal. 3-0 to the Gunners for me.
Mm. 3-0 to the Arsenal. See, Josh, I really do think that Arsenal will, we will pummel these guys. Yeah, we will pummel this Leicester City. We'll use them as an example tomorrow, and it's gonna be deadly. You know what? Yeah, there used to be a jam. Michael Jackson used to throw up, during the 80s and the 90s, blood on the dance floor, bro. There's gonna be blood on the dance floor tomorrow, bro, and it's gonna be at the Emirates because I don't really see this Leicester team as a dangerous team in any way. Yeah, they do have players that could hurt you and that could harm you in a way. If you're telling me of Ndidi 5, 6 years ago, I would say
Mm.
okay. If you're telling me of a Jamie Vardy that will take on strikers 6, 7 years ago, I'll say okay, good. We're in for a big game. But Josh, man, I don't really think that these guys have what it takes to 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 beat us in any way. I think Arsenal will make a good example of these guys come tomorrow. Might just win by 5 goals to 1. I think 5 goals to 1.
Wow,
There's gonna be blood on the dance floor. Yeah, 5-1. It's gonna be that
fair
bad.
play.
We're gonna use them as an example. Yeah, they're gonna be an example. It's gonna send a message to all these other mediocre teams, about what Arsenal got cooking this season, man. It's gonna be that
Mm.
bad. It's gonna be at least in the fives. It's gonna be a match where we're going to see Arsenal advance in our attack, and if we do decide to unleash Waneri, that's a different ball game entirely. And mind you, we still have Sterling to also, come up from that bench and do something, from the bench. Trossard is also, he will try to redeem himself too. So, bro, looks like we have something coming up soon. So, Leicester City, man. I
Fair
don't know,
enough.
man. But I think we're going to do justice to them tomorrow, man. Josh, please tell us what you got coming up, bro. Tell us what you got coming up, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Tony, just want to say, as always, absolute pleasure to obviously be on here with you today. Fantastic show as always, man. It's good to be back. I've been missing our show for sure, and
Good to be
obviously,
back.
you guys. when we do this, it always pops off. It's always a fantastic show. I think next time will be on my channel, so we have to organize something on my channel
Yeah,
for obviously our next show. But we'll talk about that obviously backstage, I'm sure. But yeah, honestly, bro, thank you so much for obviously having me on as always, bro. And yeah, guys, what I got coming up, obviously I do everyday content, daily Arsenal content. I've got 3 shows tomorrow. We've got a build up show around 12:30. We've got the watch on at 2 o'clock, match review at when the game obviously ends straight after. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers, guys. We do daily content. I've also been nominated for the Content Awards as well, people, as young content creator. So if anyone could vote for me, would be greatly appreciated. There's a video on my channel how you guys can do that. But yeah, I'm buzzing to be there, guys. All that down to everyone who tunes in and shows their support. So on the road to 10K, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure, bro. And until next time, bro. Big up the chat as well. Great stream, man. Thank you very much.
yeah. See, anyone who is in this channel and has not gone to vote for Josh Truguna as the young content creator of the year, what are you still doing? Then you're a hater. Go down there and
Thank you,
just
man.
smash it up because I don't, bro, man. This guy, man, just check out his channel, man. See, forget views, forget all that crap. I don't believe in all that shit. What I believe in, what comes out from this guy's mouth, and his responsibility, his accountability, and what he brings out, the shows he does. Just go look at the content he dishes out to you, the public. Yeah. Bro, go and smash that thing up. Yeah, go and
Thank you,
smash
man.
it up,
Appreciate that.
and show our bro Josh some love, man. Go show him. To be very sincere, I really do think you're the best young creator out there. I mean, there's a lot of young
Thank you,
creators
bro.
out there that are doing quite well, but I really do think that you're the best because of your content and again your character. I do like your character, man. You should be a model to other people, to other young people who want to come into this space. You respect people, you respect human beings as people and as people that should be respected, and the way you carry yourself in this, you know I mean, in this industry, man. Big ups to you, Josh. I really, really do respect you, person, man.
Thank you so
Big
much,
ups to
bro.
you.
No,
And of
that really
course,
means a lot,
I'll be
man.
back here. I'll be, yeah, sure, man. I'll be back with you next week. Of course, we'll talk about the timing whenever you're free, and of course, me too. We're slowly ending the football season down here in Finland, so I'll start being available from the middle of October. Even from October, I'll be more available for more shows. Um, I'll be having a watch along with Bagav. My brother will be back to the channel tomorrow. For the champions. For the matchup against Leicester City. I also want to have a Champions League watch along, joint watch along with Josh. I'm thinking of doing that. Also.
Yeah, it's got to
So
be done,
and I'll be
man. Yeah, we've
having
got to do
some
it.
watch along with Josh. Yeah, I will have to come to your channel, then I can show it on my channel too. I can
Multi-stream.
stream it
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
channel. So yeah. So there'll be times where I'll come join you for the watch. I'm itching to do watch
Sure.
along with you, my brother. And then me and Oregon Gunner, my brother, will be back on Saturday. Guys, you know Oregon Gunner, you know what he is to me in this channel. He'll be back down here. Me and him will be doing a post game show, and of course it's a separate show, but yet we'll be joining, of course, what happened or what will happen in that Leicester City game with our matchup coming up against PSG. Me and Oregon Gunn will be looking into this also holistically. So come outside and join us. Go to Josh True Gunner's channel and support the guy. Supporting for the competition going on for the Content Awards, and just show us some more love. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you, man.
Saskia Guna, for coming up down here today. Hendon Guna, Drew Gunners, who is down here with us. Thank you to these guys. Yeah, you guys really made this show, pop today. And from me and Josh True Guna, we